National Treasury is seeking to create more accurate targets for annual revenue collection in the wake of suppressed performance of revenue over the last decade. Between January 2013 and March this year, Kenya's public debt spiraled from 1.8 trillion shillings to 5.4 trillion shillings, largely due to accelerated borrowing by the government to finance the ballooning recurrent and development expenditure. Although the performance of revenue has not been robust, the government has succeeded in pushing the public debt ceiling to 9 trillion shillings from 50% of the country's GDP.
You will remember we raised the issue of the realism of the revenue estimates for the year 1920. And we are glad that the National Treasury now has come to that realization that what we were saying is indeed true, that the revenue estimates they had were not very realistic. They are now moving towards a more realistic estimate of the revenues. And once you review the estimate, definitely it necessitates that you must also review the expenditure side of it.
At the end of the year, we report underperformance of the revenue by about 100 billion or even more. So to avoid going back, making budgets based on false assumption, this time we decided to be realistic. We know our deficit last year, we know our deficit for the last number of years, so we have adjusted our revenue estimation to a figure that is near realistic. And on the other side, we're also working closely to make sure that, we bridge the budget deficit.